just want to give all praise, glory, honor to us, Shem, Yahusha, Shem, Kasadash, have others to the apostle, else a great millstone, and never spit to the brother teaching and preaching the truth all over the globe worldwide. Coming back at you again with another lesson. The lesson will be, basically going into, avoiding, those that teach false doctrine, something to the effect. We're at a time period now is that you got to, you should have the spirit to discern those that are teaching the true gospel of Yahweh Shem Shah and those who are teaching false doctrine. You got a lot of, quote unquote leaders in Israel that are teaching wayward doctrine that are going off. And they call it stumbling blocks. It causes stumbling blocks among Israel, man. You got a lot of people that are getting tripped up and they're getting sifted out of the truth. But with those who are the truth, we know there's Yahweh Shem Shah, they're allowing you to be sifted. Because it's a sifting process that is going on in Israel to separate the wheat from the tares, man. You got a lot of spiritual Israelites that are terrorists. Because, the fact of the matter is that they're so easily get sifted out of this truth, man. Every time you turn around, you have some leaders of Israel that are teaching wayward doctrine, false doctrine, and you got people that are drawn to it, man. Because Scripture makes it very clear that our people, they reject the knowledge of the Lord. They have a lack of knowledge, but they despise the word of the Lord. Let's just get it. Let's get Isaiah chapter 30.
A new message has arrived.
We're gonna grab that real quick to start off. So like I'm gonna be driving this in a little bit as well, so it's a lot for that. I'm trying to do a quick lesson. The spirit, man. Let's get Isaiah chapter 30. I'm gonna go ahead and get the ball rolling so I can get on down the road and try to make it to this customer on time. Okay, we gotta do this very quickly. This is Isaiah chapter 30, and this is verse 9, and it reads that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh, which said to see us, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. You know what I'm saying? And that's why our people is, man. Especially those that are among Israel, they don't want to hear the words of Yahweh Shem Shah. They would quickly tell you that, they'll tell you basically that you're lying. They're basically telling you that you're full of hate. They'll say that, that you're a terrorist. They say all these things, and then here it is. You got these leaders of Israel, that's teaching doctrines that are contrary to the scriptures, and they cause non-people to err, man. Cause non-people to go off. But if you are going off, and where you going off, first of all, it's because of Yahweh Shem Shah. Desire you go off because he doesn't desire you in the first place. The second of all, you going off. A lot of people going off because people want to hear lies, man. And there's always been among Israel, to teach lies and to teach wayward doctrine and all these things. And Yahweh Shem Shah told you that you have to avoid these people, man. If they teach you contrary to the doctrine, you have to learn to avoid them. That's in Romans 16:18. Let's just get it. because a lot of our people they don't avoid those that are teaching doctrine that is contrary to the scriptures, man. We're gonna go ahead and get it. It's 17, but we'll read 18 as well. It said, "Now I beseech you, brethren," this verse 17. Let's start over again. "Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses, contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them." The scripture tells us that we're supposed to avoid those people that are teaching wayward doctrine, man. Doctrine they're not true according to the scriptures, man. Okay, you got a lot of so-called leaders up in Israel. They teaching out of their own building. You know what I'm saying? They teaching doctrines that not lining up with the word, man. And you see more and more there each day. But when you bringing out things like this, you know, people quick to say that you know what I'm saying, you a quote unquote hater because you be bringing out these facts, man. You bringing out the truth about what's going on among Israel, because Israel all up into them false doctrine, man. Because they love the false doctrine, man. They love the drama. You know what I'm saying? But they hate the word how about you Mount Shop. And you got a lot of false prophets that are among Israel. You know what I'm saying? And scripture told us, we read Romans 16, 17, it said, "Mark them which cause divisions and offense contrary to doctrine." What's an offense? You know, offense contrary to the doctrine, it's saying that the mark of the beast is not the RFID microchip. It's saying that it's a so-called white mark. You know what I'm saying? Mark of the beast is you know what I'm saying? It's John 3:16 per se. You know what I'm saying? The mark of the beast is something else besides being a microchip. You know what I'm saying? That's an offense according to the doctrine, man. You know what I'm saying? How about you Mount Shop to mark them, man, which cause offenses and contrary to the doctrine. You know, we are supposed to mark them, man. Supposed to call them out on them, man. Why? Because they, you know, these people are bought and paid for, man. And they be going off. And they doing that for the sole purpose to lead you to the slaughter. You know, because y'all shots said, you know, Russell paraphrase, and Israel sheep led to the slaughter, man. You know, Russell paraphrase. Why? Because a lot of Israelites out there, man, they follow the wrong doctrine, man. They follow the wrong teaching. And when you try to tell them according to the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to listen to it, man. And scripture tell you that those teaching offensive contrary to doctrine, you have to avoid them. Meaning that you had nothing to do with that, and you didn't. And you know that they going on, man. And the thing about it, you got brothers that making lessons up on top of lessons, warn you about these so-called that teaching false doctrines, that teaching wayward doctrines contrary to the scriptures, and you got people still following them in them camps. You got people that follow them, but you know, like the brother said, man, you know what I'm saying, you still in them camp after you seeing several red flags, then you deserve everything that you want to get, man. Because first of all, it's where y'all must be outside that you stay there. And why? You know, you want to stay there because the fact of the matter is, how much you outside when you stand, that's justified for me to destroy you, man. Because you know, you heard the word of the Lord, you heard the prophets, you heard the warnings that come to, you know, being put out, and yet you got people that are out there, they still follow this, man. They still follow these teachers. And then when something happens, then they wonder why that these things happening to them. Because guess what? You heard the warning for y'all about him outside to serve the prophets. But you fail to listen because you want to do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to be deceived. You know what I'm saying? You want to be deceived. And this is verse 18. And it reads, "For they that are serve not Yahweh Hamashiach, but their own belly,
everybody go versus first speeches to see the hearts of the simple. That's a lot of these so-called leaders of Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? They see the simple hearted. Those who don't study show themselves approved. Those who don't read the scriptures and study the scriptures and break down words and go into words. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of simple-minded Israelites are being deceived. And they being deceived because they don't study, man. Because 2 Timothy 2:15 said, "Study show thyself approved unto Yahweh. For workmen not need to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth." And that's what Israel's supposed to do, man. You know, you're supposed to study. Because I can't think of the, I think it was Corinth, if I'm not mistaken, correct me on that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't just take the words of Paul, man. The scripture said that they put in such a scripture daily and tend those things of Paul, whether it be so, you know, but for paraphrase, mean that they just didn't take Paul's word for it, per se. You know what I'm saying? They went back, they studied the scriptures. You know, they knew Isaiah 28:10 said they would line up precept must be on precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, man. They went back and they studied the scriptures. They didn't just take his word for it. But you got a lot of simple Israelites. They just take the words of these quote unquote these false leaders among Israel, man. They just take their word for it. And yeah, you know, those people say that you know what I'm saying, that you know, they all for, you know, you got these false leaders among Israel, they all for taking the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? And then when you talk about herbs and everything, they scoffing at you for talking about taking natural medicine. And then Yahweh Shema Shai gave us natural medicine, you know, herbs, you know what I'm saying? Taking herbs, you know, for the body, man. But you know, rules in the later right now, they basically took all those natural herbs, man, and they stopped putting them to you know, only you can go to their witchcraft, to their pharmacy. But you know, that's just a lot going on talking about. You know, you get the point, man. You got a lot of false leaders teach you that it's okay to take the vaccine, man. And a lot of these simple-minded Jays, man, they gonna go and they gonna run and take the vaccine. They gonna be the first people to run up there to get it. They gonna have lines upon lines going there and getting the vaccine. Why? Because people don't have no faith. They have no trust in Yahweh Shema Shai. So they're gonna go and take the vaccine. They're gonna go and they're gonna take the walk of the beast, which is an RFID microchip. Why? Because they have no faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. You know what I'm saying? And they so-called false leaders told them to do so. And you're gonna have pastors out here that's supposed to be, you know, a man of the Lord, man. They gonna be out. They gonna tell you to go take the vaccine. They gonna say it's not the mark of the beast. They gonna tell you to take the RFID microchip because they're not the mark of the beast. Why they gonna tell you that? Because they want to keep their 501c3 going. You know what I'm saying? And what they want to do, they want to keep that 501c3 going. You know, we read in Romans 15 and 17. We're gonna read it again. It reads, "Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which you have learned and report them, man." You're supposed to report people like that, man. You're supposed to report those like false leaders among Israel. You know, fake pastors out there who take the 501c3, man. You're supposed to listen to them, and especially you know that they going off. They going off big time, man. When they tell you to go take it's okay for you to take the vaccine. It's okay for you to take the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. And a lot of you simple-minded Israelites, you're gonna take it, man. Because you believe in their words, man. You know what I'm saying? They deceive you first speech with speeches, man. You know what I'm saying? The first speeches. You know, they deceive the heart of some man, greater Romans 15, 18. A lot of you Israelites, you words of these false leaders out there who tell you that. They tell you that it's okay for you to take the vaccine. It's okay for you to take the microchip. You know, even though scripture said that you shouldn't make no cuts into your flesh, man. You know what I'm saying? Taking that off like the microchip and making a cut in your flesh. You know, Yahweh Shekau command us not to do that, man. You know, there's a law for us not to do that. You know what I'm saying? Not to cut into our flesh. But a lot of people, they're gonna do it because they're gonna want to take the vaccine and they're gonna want to take the RFID microchip. Because according to the scriptures, they're gonna take it. And they, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna be destroyed by Yahweh Shekau shot. So let's get another scripture. You know, let's get another scripture. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these they're proof beats, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't feel Yahweh Shekau shot. They want that 501 seat. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want. What they know naturally as brute beasts. They don't think that they corrupt themselves. Woe to them, for they have gone in the way of Cain. They were breathing after the arrow of Balaam for reward. And perishing the gainsay of Korah, which we know this is in a nutshell talking about evil heat, man. But we can also apply to these wicked 2/3 Israelites. You know what I'm saying? And those false leaders that are among Israel. Because verse 11 say they run out the battle for war. They run out to that 501c. You know what I'm saying? They find that false Messiah. Why? Because they want that money. They want that reward on this side. They want, you know, over 40 acres in the mule on this side, man. They had no trust in Yahweh Shekau shot. I said they had no trust in the word of Yahweh Shekau shot. And they rejected the word of the Most High, man. And they rejected the prophet, man. And that's the reason why you're gonna have Israel, they're gonna go through what they're gonna go through, man. Because they reject the word of the Lord, man. They had no desire to hear what the men of the Lord was concerning the prophets have to say. You know, especially those that are great millstones that teach 100% truth, man. They don't want to listen to what they have to say. They're calling all types of, you know what I'm saying, all types of names, man. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they hate the truth, man. You know, Scripture says, it's on your enemy because I tell you the truth. And you got a lot of false Israelites, like, man, a lot of false teachers. You know, that doesn't teach the truth, man. They know that they be going off, but they don't want to lose that bag, man. Because a lot of false leaders, man, Israel, they are bought and paid for by evil man, to teach false doctrine, to lure you back to sleep, put you back in their dead state, man. And that's how they make their bread, because they want to stay in their dead state so where they can continue to deceive you. They can continue to get that 501c3, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. But Scripture said, Yahushua tells us that beware of men that are sheep clothing, but inwardly they're rabid wolves. You know, roughly paraphrase. You know what I'm saying? Beware of them that come to you in sheep clothing, but inwardly they're rabid wolves. And you got a lot of rabid wolves that are among Israel, man. Why? Because they, you know what I'm saying, they are, you know what I'm saying, they come to you in the language, acting like that they know the Most High, but they come with another agenda to teach the false doctrine. is to try to lead you straight, man. You got a lot of false teachers that are doing it. And y'all about to shame out child, you really know wicked teachers in the last time, man. You know, they being revealed, they being tripped up. You know what I'm saying? And you see them more and more. But yet you're going to have some hard-headed, stiff-necked Israelites. They're going to still follow these false teachers. They're going to still follow them. They're going to still be under their umbrella. You know that they've been told that if God not of the Lord, guess what? They still going to follow. And they're going to follow them to their own destruction, man. How Yahweh Shem outside doesn't desire them, man. At the end of the day, it's in the will of Yahweh Shem outside, and he does not desire them. And they're going to follow these false teachers. You know what I'm saying? Even if you warning them, sounding their alarm, bringing out scriptures, bringing out what they said through, videos, and they hearing the words for themselves, guess what? You're going to still have a lot of them that's going to follow these false teachers. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to follow because they want to be deceived, man. Because in the way y'all about to see outside that they're going to be deceived. A lot of Israelites, a lot of simple-minded Israelites, they want to be deceived because they don't want to hear the truth, man. Because they'll tell you that, you know what I'm saying, we don't want to hear the right thing. We prophesied unto a smooth thing, prophesied to cease, man. And they'll tell you, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from being formed. They don't want to hear the truth. And they reject the words of Yahweh Shem outside. And they hang on to their false leaders, man. And they're going to be destroyed in the end. And with that, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, by Shem Kakadash. I'm honor to the apostle, he has a great millstone. And never spread to the world, teaching and preaching the truth all over the world worldwide. See you again with another lesson real soon. Yahweh willing. Shalom.